Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Out of Bounds podcast, episode 39. We are back, and it is a very, very exciting time this year because the NFL season has officially started. Come on, Matt. Clap it up. Clap it up.
I'm clapping.
No, you're not. I
You're
don't
probably
hear
just
any
sitting here.
claps. Hmm?
They were quiet claps.
Quiet claps? Those are, uh, no
Yeah, but
claps, basically.
in all reality, it's 31 days or 30 days.
Yes, and preseason has started. This past Thursday was the first NFL preseason game, Jags versus Raiders, where the Raiders destroyed the Jags. Here's the thing. Why didn't they start with Kyle Slaughter? Literally, the Jags. I could have told you Kyle Slaughter is better than any of your backups. Want to know how I know that? Because I watched the USFL, alright? He had the most passing yards in the league, I believe, in the league that season, so I mean, hey, his touchdown to interception ratio wasn't great, but he's going against second, third stringers. So, and he was the one that scored like basically all the points for the Jags. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, NFL news: Roquan Smith, linebacker of the Chicago Bears, very good linebacker, has requested a trade because the new GM regime that has come in there this past off season has not been treating him kindly, refusing to do negotiations in good faith on a contract extension. He thinks that the relationship is unsalvageable. He says that hopefully that the owner can step in and work out on something, but it looks like he's not going to be playing for the Bears this season. So, is there... Oh, I saw that Commissioner Odell might be... I think it's 1 year is going to be Deshaun Watson's suspension. Matt, do you know about that?
That's what he wants it to be.
Okay. So, yeah. I think it'll probably be that.
Oh yeah, Kareem Hunt requested a trade.
Yep, Kareem Hunt requested a trade. Uh, I don't know what's gonna happen there. Isn't there someone else that requested a trade recently? A lot of people be requesting trades. Anyway, I think that's all the NFL news, right, Matt? Unless we got anything else.
Um, yeah, nothing really major.
All right. Then let's get to it. Today we are covering the Minnesota Vikings, and it is currently about 12 or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time while we're recording this. I am tired because I worked today. Had about 2 or 3 hours of sleep because came from airport to my apartment, slept for like 2 or 3 hours. Went to work at 5 a.m. and then I came back from work, slept for 1 hour, and in a fight with a girl I am talking to right now. So this day has not been too great, if you are able to tell that by my voice. Kind of trying to hold it in all together. I feel like I could yell right now.
For the viewers, Sean, you got
But
this.
I am keeping it together. Alright. So, week 1 against the Green Bay Packers. If you watched our Green Bay Packers episode, you would know that I said that I think the Minnesota Vikings will beat the Green Bay Packers in week 1 because Aaron doesn't have great receivers at this point, hasn't created that chemistry yet, and Aaron and the Packers haven't been winning too many week 1 matchups the past couple of seasons, aka just last season. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Wonder
that
why?
the
Wonder why they didn't win? Maybe because one of the greatest quarterbacks ever
stop.
whooped them.
Oh yeah, is that why he looked terrible against the Panthers the following week? Sam
Um,
Darnold destroyed him, outperformed him easily.
I don't think that's no, I don't think that's true.
You want to look at the stats? Let's look at the stats, huh? Can we go look at that?
I don't know. Like, what do you hope to gain out of this?
Because
You're
you
just a
literally
hater.
just said he didn't, but if we look at the stats, we can clearly make sure that that is the case.
You're just a hater.
All right, who do you think's gonna win Week 1, Matt?
I just I said Vikings win this in the Packers video, and I just don't like. I'm like I think I should change it, but I don't see enough logic behind it. So I'm gonna keep it Vikings win week 1.
All right. Week 2, the Vikings take on my Philadelphia Eagles.
Hour.
Okay, fine. Our Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. Monday Night Football, 7:30 p.m. By the way, this is Central Time, just to when I'm announcing the times. But yes, Monday Night Football, 7:30 Central Time on ABC or ESPN. And I'm saying that the Eagles win here because Kirk Cousins is not great in prime time. So, yeah.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is not good under prime time, and I do think the Eagles have a better roster at home. So I think the Eagles win here.
Yep, I agree. All right, week 3, Sunday, September 25th, 12 p.m. on Fox. The Minnesota Vikings host the Detroit Lions. And I'm saying this is a win for the Vikings because although the Lions did beat them once last year, I'm saying that this is a win for the Vikings because the Lions are still in a rebuilding phase. They did make some good upgrades in the draft, but not enough to do great this year. I think they'll have like maybe 5 wins or so. I think they can beat the Bears both times they face off. But I don't see they are definitely going to get some surprise victories this season. But I'm saying that the Vikings beat them currently.
I agree with it. I just don't think they're ready this early in the season to have any sort of like game plan or strategy that could defeat the Vikings.
All right. So then week 4, the the Minnesota Vikings Sunday 8:30 a.m. and oh wow, so this is in the UK. All right. The Vikings take on the New Orleans Saints in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So
All
this
right.
is mutual grounds pretty much, although this counts as a home game for the Saints. It's not really a home game for them. Yeah, this is a tough one.
No, it ain't.
I know what Matt's gonna say, so why don't you just try to explain yourself, Matt?
What do you mean? Explain myself. I think I speak for the mass majority here that agree. Saints are gonna win this one, kind of easy because of Jameis Winston.
You need to give me more than Jameis, because if we're going QB to QB, Kirk Cousins is better than Jameis Winston.
Jameis throw ball downfield and he wins game. I don't think I can make it any simpler.
Hmm.
Kirk Cousins don't throw a ball down the field.
I'm gonna give this a win to the Vikings. Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook,
Boo.
good offensive duo right there. And yeah, so Vikings getting the
Boo.
win on this one. Week 5, they go against the Chicago Bears on Fox at home. Week 5, October 9th. I'm saying this is a win for the Vikings due to the fact that I have very, very, very low expectations for the Chicago Bears. I think that the Vikings pretty much beat them in every single category: running back, quarterback, wide receivers, not tight end, but defense. Yeah, it goes to the Vikings here.
I agree. I have zero expectations for the.
All right. So Matt says he agrees, so that is a win for the Vikings. He currently has 3 wins for them, while I have 4. All right, Week 6, Sunday, October 16th at 12 o'clock Central Time. The Vikings take on the Miami Dolphins in Miami. I'm saying this is a win for the Miami Dolphins, so this is a loss for the Vikings. I think that Miami's going to really step it up this year. I think they can get this win. They got Tyreek Hill. Tua's looking much better this training camp. And yeah, I think that the Miami Dolphins could be a surprise team this upcoming season. Matt?
I don't think they're a surprise team. I think they're expected to do well, and I still think they will do well, and I think they will beat the Minnesota Vikings.
So you think this is a win for the Dolphins?
Yes.
All right.
You know, you're at home, you got your fans.
Yeah. Week 7 is the Vikings bye week. Not a great bye week date, but yeah, we're just going to continue. Week 8, the Vikings take on the Arizona Cardinals on Fox at 12 o'clock at home. Does DeAndre Hopkins come back for this game, or was it an 8-week suspension, meaning that he won't be coming back for this game?
It was 6 weeks.
It was 6 weeks, so they're going to have DeAndre. All right, I'm going to say this is a win for the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler has his contract, so there's no animosity between him and the team. Zach Ertz is a fantastic tight end in the league. DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best wide receivers in the league. He's better than Justin Jefferson when healthy. And yeah, I'll take the Cardinals in this one.
I'm going to take the Vikings here. You know, after their bye week, they come home and they get the win to defeat the Cardinals. What is this? DeAndre Hopkins second game back,
Yeah.
and Kyler Murray's going to start falling now because it's midway during the season.
I think it'll be the reverse because he's going to get DeAndre Hopkins back, so he'll not do so great at the beginning and do better later on. Week 9, November 6th, the Vikings take on the Washington Commanders in Washington at FedEx Field. You know this is a win for Carson. Commander Carson at the ready, sir.
No. This is not how this was supposed to go. You were supposed to agree. The Vikings are going to beat the Commanders away.
No.
Because Carson faltered.
No. The thing that worries me is a lot of people are saying that the Commanders aren't having a good training camp. Mostly because they were doing dances at training camp instead of throwing the ball around. But we're not going to talk about that. And we're going to move on to Week 10, in which the Vikings go to Buffalo on Fox to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is a loss for the Vikings because it's the Buffalo Bills. It's Josh Allen. Come on now.
Josh Allen at home? Week 10? November or so? Or
November,
October?
yeah.
November? Yeah. He ain't losing. This is a loss for the Vikings. I just like Josh Allen, and I think the Bills defense is going to step up this year even more than last year, which will be surprising because they got Von Miller and Tre'Davious White is coming back.
All right, week 11, the Vikings take on the Dallas Cowboys at home on CBS Sunday at 3:25. I'm saying this is a win for the Vikings. I know the Vikings didn't beat the Cowboys last time they faced off, but this is a much weaker Dallas Cowboys team.
They also didn't have their starting quarterback.
Yeah, I know it was Cooper Rush that was in at quarterback.
Yeah, both teams didn't have their starting quarterback.
I thought the Vikings had Kirk Cousins.
No, they didn't.
Why did your audio change?
I thought they didn't.
I thought Kirk Cousins was playing. I know Cooper Rush was playing for the Cowboys. But here's the thing. When you go from Dak Prescott to Cooper Rush, it's not much of a change. I was waiting for Matt to freak out.
I'm just done with it at this point.
No, it is a big
I'm
change.
actually gonna say the Cowboys get the win at home.
This isn't at home for the Cowboys.
They do have good football a couple of games during the year. They were number one in takeaways last year, and against Kirk Cousins, that's a liability. I think Micah Parsons could get to him, and I just think Dak Prescott can get into a rhythm against the Vikings defense.
Okay. Week 12, the Vikings take on the New England Patriots for Sunday Night Football on November 24th at home. This is a tough one for me because Bill Belichick later on in the season coaches some pretty dang good football. This is tough for me. Matt, you go first.
In the Patriots video, I said they lose this, and I'm sticking with it. I just don't. I mean, this will probably come back to bite me, but I just don't trust Mac Jones with no receivers, or he has Devontae Parker or whatever against this team, and I just think Dalvin Cook is gonna have a big year this year. This could be one of those games. And I'm just picking the Vikings to win it.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Vikings to win it here, too. I forget what I said in the New England Patriots video. I probably chose New England, but I got to give the Vikings some more wins here on the board for when we look back later on this season. Yeah, I'm giving the Vikings the win here. All right, Week 13, they face the New York Jets on Sunday, December 4th on CBS at 12 o'clock Central Time at home. This is a win for the Minnesota Vikings.
I agree. As much as I want to say Jets get the win here, I do not think that will happen. And I'm going to say the Vikings win here. I just don't think the Jets offense is good enough to keep just to score enough points to outduel Kirk Cousins' team. I don't think they'll push Kirk Cousins' offense down the field or back far enough so that's a long drive, and they'll probably start at the 40-yard line, and the Vikings will score too much for the Jets to stop.
Yep, agreed. So, Week 14, they face the Detroit Lions. They go to Detroit for this one at Ford Field. You know what? I'm going to say it. The Lions get the win here.
Dang right.
There's going to be some upset games, and this is going to be one of them. The Lions beat them last year. I think they're going to beat them again this year.
Yep. I did the schedule, and I agree. I think the Lions do win this one. I just think at this point during the year, Dan Campbell musters the team up. They got a lot of training, and they got a lot of reps. It's a young team. I think they get the win. I think they do enough. I just think they stop Kirk Cousins. I think DeAndre Swift has a big game against the Vikings defense.
Mhm. Week 15, to be determined time on To Be Determined Network. The Minnesota Vikings host the Indianapolis Colts. And if you know me and my feelings toward the Indianapolis Colts, you know that I am going to be selecting the Minnesota Vikings to beat the Indianapolis Colts. Although the Colts have Jonathan Taylor and Quentin Nelson and Darius Leonard and
Shaquille Leonard.
huh?
Shaquille Leonard.
Shaquille Leonard, I'm sorry. You know, he also said if we continue to call him Darius, there'll be no hard feelings. So
I
it
know,
will
but
take me a while
I
to
feel
get
like
used to
he
saying
just
Shaquille Leonard because for many years now I've been saying Darius Leonard. So it's just going to be a little bit of
I
an
respect
adjustment.
the guy enough that I'll make the change.
I said I respect him too. He's one of the best linebackers in the league.
John, it's okay. Everyone can be a hater.
Bruh. I do hate the Colts, but I don't hate Darius Leonard. He stuck up for Carson Wentz when Carson Wentz got traded.
That's what it's all about. That's what everything about the Colts is all about. It's like John's got a hit list. He's like, what did they
Darius
say about
Leonard or
Carson
Shaquille
afterwards?
Leonard, he's not on the hit list.
He's not on the hit list. Um, and this is at home for the Vikings.
That is correct.
At home for the Vikings. I do think of a disappointing loss. They add another one and lose to the Colts.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, week 16 on Fox at 12 o'clock. They host the New York Giants, and I'm saying this is a win for the Vikings. Come on, the Giants are looking to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. Brian Daboll could be an excellent head coach. A lot of people are picking him to be an excellent head coach, but it's Daniel Jones. I know they might be starting Tyrod Taylor at this point. Saquon looks to be impressive at camp so far, but the team altogether has a lot of rough spots in the roster. So I'm picking the Vikings to beat the Giants here.
Okay. I do think I'm right. I agree with you. I mean, it's the Giants. What do I have to keep saying about it? They have nothing. They will be nothing, and they will lose.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Week 17, they face the Green Bay Packers January 1st at Green Bay on CBS at 3:25 Central Time. I'm saying that the Packers get the win here over the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings have enough to sweep the Green Bay Packers. And, yeah, I don't think they'll win here. So Packers get the win.
In the Packers video, I said the Packers got swept, and I disagree with that now. I don't know what I was thinking. I think the Packers do win this game. At home, maybe a little snow. Hopefully, we all love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm rooting for Green Bay. I think they'll win it.
Yep, me too. Week 18, time to be determined at the Chicago Bears channel to be determined. I'm saying that the Vikings are trying to clinch a playoff. Well, at this point, I have you at 9 wins during the season. I think that usually I would say you would get the wild card for the NFC at this point, but a lot of the other teams in the NFC are looking to be stronger. So therefore, you need to win this game in order to get a wild card spot because I still believe that the Packers will win the division. So I'm giving you guys the win here against the Chicago Bears, finishing out the season at 10-7.
Um, I have them at 8-8, and I think that this game does not matter for them. I'm not entirely sure yet. I am. I.
Wouldn't it be 8-9?
No, they're 8-8 going into the game,
Oh, okay.
and I
Wait,
just think
I have
I think you're not gonna go to the Bears and lose, even though you're out of it. You're gonna win. Both teams are out of it, and you're just gonna win the game. It's gonna be it's gonna be kind of close, not like sort of, but I still think the Vikings win it for the fans.
Yep. All right. Oh, drop my pen. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. Got it. All right. So, I have you saying that they're 8-9 to finish out the season, but
I have
you
them.
saying
I have 9-8.
9-8. All right. So maybe I forgot to add one when I tally these up. John, who's editing the video, will get the number right. But I have them at 10 wins, and yeah. So, when you're watching this, it'll probably be out Wednesday, hopefully. So then the following day should be the start of the preseason games. I'm excited to see some of the starters play for a drive or two. Other than that, it's not going to be much exciting. There is a few things to look out for who will be some breakout stars because we know that some of the rookies will get some screen time and so we'll get to see what their potential is, like we saw when the Jags took on the Raiders. Travon Walker, first overall pick, got his first sack.
Oh, let me say something.
And okay,
Jameis is the GOAT. MVP.
you already said it though,
I know, but I need to say it again.
bro. You know who's not gonna be playing in the preseason? Jameis Winston, because little old Jameis is like, ah, my ankle, I rolled my
He's fine.
ankle.
It was just
Dalton
it was
is
just a
the real
precaution.
GOAT. Let's see Andy Dalton in that Saints jersey week
It's just a
one.
it's just a precaution. We don't want to see what is it, Ian Book?
Yeah. What happened to Taysom? Did they just stick him in the gutter someplace?
He's
Like,
a
is he
tight
no
end or
longer
something.
on the depth chart?
No, he's their tight end
Why
like
would they put
3.
him? Why would they do him dirty like that? He's been
What,
number
you're gonna put
two
him
to
at
Drew
quarterback?
Brees for so many years. Drew Brees finally hangs up the cape, and he's like, "Oh boy, this is my time to shine." And
Because he
then
didn't he didn't do
they
well, he didn't
put
even do that well
in
last year.
Jameis Winston. Well, here's whoa. When Drew Brees went down with injury 2 years ago, who stepped
Teddy,
in?
Teddy Bridgewater,
You're thinking 3 or 4 years ago, Matt. I'm talking about two
same
years
difference.
ago,
It's all
2020.
relative.
Jameis Winston finished the game out when Drew Brees went down. I forget if they won or not. Probably not. And then they had Taysom Hill as their starter for the next couple of weeks, and I believe his only loss was against the Eagles. And then you would think, oh, well, now Drew Brees has retired. They're going to put Taysom as the starter. Nope, they put in Jameis.
Because he's a
Jameis
better
goes down
quarterback.
with injury.
He's a
And
better
they put in
quarterback.
Ian Book. Like, or,
Because they were both injured.
oh, he was? That makes more sense
Yes.
now. I forget. I don't really pay much attention to the Saints, and I definitely paid a whole lot less attention to them when Drew Brees retired. So it's like, all right, Drew Brees retired. They're not going to win their division. All right.
They're gonna win a Super Bowl.
What if Jameis gets injured, doesn't play this season, and then he leaves the Saints after this season? Are they still going to win a Super Bowl?
No, they lost the real one then.
People who are Saints fans and hearing me banging on Jameis, I'm not banging on Jameis. I want Jameis to be healthy the entire season so I can watch him fail. And no, it's not because I want him to fail. I want him to succeed. And if you guys are like, Saints fans are like, you're hating on the Saints. No. All right?
You
It's
are.
purely,
Like,
I'm
you're
purely just
rooting for
hating
someone
on
to.
Matt. All right?
Like,
So that
like,
is
what if I just was like, I want Carson to fail? Like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
why. Why? Why? How could you want Carson to fail?
How can you want Jameis to fail?
He's too goofy.
Excuse me? He's an American.
You can't deny, bro. He's weird.
And he's my best friend. Or we see will be.
Oh yeah.
He just doesn't know it yet.
Joe Burrow's my best friend, but he doesn't know it yet. I'm
He's
just
on a little,
waiting for
he's
the
on a little
day
cart.
we go to some clubs in Cleveland.
We're gonna
Wait,
do a
no, that
game
I
later.
mean
It's gonna be you and
Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow versus me and James Winston.
What's
See,
that?
one day it's gonna be like we're gonna have a little like 2v2 matchup. You and Joe versus me and James.
Oh,
And
I
we're
would
gonna win. Me
love
and James are gonna win.
that. Yes, you and me will be wide receivers. I'll be Burrow's wide receiver, and you'll be
Do the
Jameis's.
stat line 0 for 7, 7 interceptions.
That would be a nice game. Me and Joe would smoke you two fools, bruh. Me and Joey B. Come on, Burrow or Jameis, if you're listening to this, shout me, like,
Get it done.
hit me up on Instagram. Joe Burrow has yet to respond to any of the posts in which I said I wish Joe Burrow was my best friend. I didn't do it this past Saturday. I was going for like a streak every single Saturday, posting I want Joe Burrow to be my friend, but I didn't this Saturday. I remembered it on Saturday, then I was like, should I do that? And I'm like, nah, let's not bother Joe.
Let's not bother Joe because I'm sure that he's gonna be like,
He's
I don't know,
too
like the
busy
weird guy
riding around on
message me later.
that cart in camp.
Yep.
Yeah. I am concerned for Joey B with an injured arm.
It's not his arm.
It isn't? I thought it was like a thumb or something.
No, he got his appendix removed.
Oh, that's why? But isn't
Is
the
it?
appendix in the lungs or something? Why
Did
was he
you just
wearing like
think
a
it's
cast thing?
appendix in the lungs?
Isn't it?
No, it's its own organ. I think.
Yeah, isn't it like near the lungs or something? Like, I thought it's in like the stomach area.
It
Why would he
is.
have like a cast or something on his arm or hand?
Is an appendix an organ?
Yes. According to Wikipedia, the appendix is a finger tube, lined in the tube connected to the cecum, from which it develops in the embryo. The cecum acts like structure.
Is Alexa telling you where it's located?
No, Alexa said it's like finger-like, and it is an organ.
It's in the finger?
No, it's a finger-like.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's like center or something, like a lower
It
center.
is in the stomach area. What is this?
It's an appendix.
It's a small pouch attached to the large intestine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in the lungs.
Hey, the Phillies destroyed the Nationals on Sunday. 13-1.
That was yesterday. It got rain delay right now.
So yesterday was Monday, Matt, not Sunday.
Sorry, it was Sunday.
Get it
It's
right.
4:01 right now. I'm recording this and it's a rain delay.
Oh, well, bruh, there's been a lightning storm. Some of you might have heard the thunder in this video. But, I mean, we're rambling on about a bunch of stuff. Appendixes, the Phillies, and all this stuff. Let's hope, my love life gets back on track. 'Cause, women be acting crazy sometimes with stuff that isn't your fault. Like my man, Big Play Slice, tweeted the other day. He said, I gotta pull it up.
He's the one that's married. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Okay, bruh. Who's to say I don't want to be married, though? I do want to be married someday.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you are.
Yeah. Alright, I'm trying to look... Okay, here we go.
Oh, the
Nobody
Phillies
hides
and the
pain
Marlins just got back at it.
better than a man that's trying to do right and be humble. My man, Big Play Slate, speaking the facts. Like, if you guys are probably hearing me or like, oh, he sounds cheerful, he sounds normal, I'm in deep
He's
pain
not.
right now, alright?
He cries himself to sleep.
I don't do that. I did do that before.
Oh,
Uh,
come on, bro. You need a hug.
this is years ago.
Go hug your roommate.
My roommate isn't here. He's back at home. I'm in Westchester all by myself. Who's trying to come to Westchester? Come to Barnaby's. It's a bar located near me.
Come on,
Let's
Joe,
go
bro.
to the bar, have a few drinks.
Show us
Any
how
out
you're
of bounds podcast listeners who's trying to hit some drinks with me? I'll organize the meetup. Just hit me up on Instagram. Actually, no. To be honest, I would be kind of freaked out if if some of you reached out to me on Instagram or Twitter and DM'd me like,
Where we going?
outside of Barnaby's at 12 o'clock tonight. Be alone. Like that would freak me out. Not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, because they're not gonna go say it like that.
Un-
We don't
Unless
have
if
weird
it's-
people, John. These are all normal, amazing people.
Yes. Anyone who listens to this podcast, especially if you listen to this podcast this far into the episode where we're just rambling about life, this is a good part about the podcast.
You know, if you
Just
ever see
rambling
us,
about life.
just come up to us and go, "Cupcake," and we'll be like, "You're
They
a real
don't know
one."
what we look like.
I know, but like in the future, if you ever just come up to us and say "Cupcake," you're a real one.
Why?
Because they'll have listened this far.
You're not even gonna remember this cupcake reference 1 week from today.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
All right, Matt. 3 years down the road, me and you are walking around in Kansas, and someone
You mean-
comes up to us randomly and says cupcake. What are you gonna do? You're probably just gonna keep walking.
I'm gonna be like, "Yes, please."
I didn't even think you liked cupcakes. I thought you just liked the icing on top.
I don't like the icing. I like the actual cupcake.
So you don't like the icing on a cupcake?
No, it's too much.
Okay.
I like a little dabble. You know that's like a flavoring, but it's just too much. When it's like half or more the size of the cupcake, it's too much.
True. I mean, I don't eat cupcakes. I don't eat cake in general.
I just like the vanilla, like pastry. It's so good.
If we're talking
I don't like
about some
Cake,
bakery,
I'm
though,
not-
if we talk of bakery goods, donuts are the way to go. Come on. You can't go wrong with a donut. Especially
can.
glazed. What?
You
No.
put something in there and you're like, oh.
Okay, that's true. If you put like cream or jelly in there, I personally don't like cream or jelly filled. So that's a no-go for me, but can't really go wrong with a glazed donut.
Whatever makes you
I
happy.
prefer vanilla donuts, but you can't go wrong with glaze. I think glaze is universally accepted by everyone. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a person. I
If you're
think if you
bringing
like
donuts
donuts,
into
you like
the
glaze.
office, and you're like, I don't know what to get for this person. Always go with glaze. Everyone loves glaze.
No, throw a curveball and see how they react to it. Give them like a strawberry and see what they say.
That's what someone did with us. They brought donuts in. There was one glazed donut in the box. I grabbed that one. But yeah, he got like strawberry and chocolate and like a few other randoms, and no one like ate them. Because who's gonna eat the randos? Like,
You said chocolate as if it's not like the third biggest flavor. Like, who's gonna eat that?
No, like the weird ones, like
Yeah,
chocolate.
they brought you like a Boston
like
cream.
with
It's
the
like, what is
cream
this?
inside the chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Then
I
there's
know, I
like
agree
a
with you.
strawberry, and it's like
I like it plain and simple. I like the old fashioned, bottom thing, like the old fashioned cake. To be completely honest, I honestly don't care about the icing. I just like the cake, like the actual donut.
you weird, bruh. You weird for that one. All right, let's end this off because this
This
is
is
a
the
lot of
GOAT,
editing
MVP.
and listening for John to do later on. See, I'm looking out for my own self health. All right, it's not good for me in the future.
Remember, cupcake.
Dude,
Just say it, and I'll be like, "Hey, follow me into this alley."
Matt's gonna mug you for a cupcake. All right.
Yeah, she you're a fan, so
That's the end of this
I need
episode,
some.
guys. If you like this episode, please subscribe or follow us wherever you may be
Or like
watching or
or
listening to
comment.
us on. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please leave a like. If you wanna be mentioned or have a question for any of the podcasts episodes to come, you can email us. You can ask me on Twitter or Instagram, or comment below on YouTube. And yeah, so that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast, and I will see you next time. See ya.